What did your numbers say about Holston?
They said he'd be a great sheriff, which he was, until he wasn't.
I wonder what your numbers say about me.
Fuck the numbers. You brought brandy.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and we are getting ready to watch episode 3 of Silo. It has not disappointed. Apple, it's tough for them to miss. So without any further ado, let's get started. Yeah, man, the machine teeth. And you over here just dangling. Ooh, Be at your early morning calisthenics, because you're going to be tired. You just got to let go. Take the plunge. You're already there. See that stuff. I'm glad that they showed that. Look how big and massive that place is. Whew. You probably don't know the first thing about swimming. I bet nobody has swum in like over 100 years. Or hundreds of years, shoot, depending on how long they've been down there.
Hey, come on, talk to me.
The heck? Oh, you get a trimmer in there. Like, can you imagine like dating somebody and like you live on like the 130th and they live on like, the 25th floor? Oh, that's a real long distance relationship.
Plus, you dumped water to lighten your load. I think you got a leak. You want to say hello to the judge? But you do want her goons to be sure and see you standing here.
How have they not invented an elevator system? That's just crazy to me. I mean, over 100 years you haven't developed an elevator system? Maybe they'll address it though. Dang.
You want to tell me what's going on? Because I'm at a damn loss.
You told Cooper to go in.
Was I supposed to wait for you to show up? Really incredible smell, by the way.
You know my rules.
Your rules?
Ooh.
So you feel okay about decking Coop? Jules, he's your shadow. The kid fucking worships you.
It's my job to make sure it's running.
And you care so much that you showed up 2 hours late.
That part.
The first guy in the history of the silo to shut the generator down.
Better happen on our terms with the backup running than the rotor shattering.
Even an hour in darkness will be utter chaos.
That's nothing compared to what's going to happen.
Jules,
that's another great ticking time bomb.
I'll tell you what. We'll have this discussion tomorrow when you're not hungover or still drunk.
That part.
Go home.
Wow, can you imagine absolute darkness in a place like that?
And take your punishment. You punched Cooper in the face. You either got to do a day on the trash line or work off some tickets with Walker.
Can I just let him punch me back?
I was going to come out
Okay,
to
what department
applaud
is this? Okay.
walking the silo.
If you say at your age, you don't get what I brought you.
Spring.
Hey, there's my request for Tim Robbins.
But gee, I'm glad somebody's getting something. I joined her on this march of death, and she hadn't given me anything but grief.
Just really wants something.
Well, I might need a little help with our friend in the robe.
Judge Meadows. No, you're going to need a lot of help.
So they made a reference earlier regarding using wool to clean the lens, and it looks like their suits are made out of wool, right? So where are the sheep? Where are the animals? Where are they getting all their protein from, I wonder?
Mayor, you know me. Doesn't matter what I want.
You just run the numbers.
Which tell me that Paul Billings is the most favorable candidate.
Is that for the silo or is that for IT?
What did your numbers say about Holston?
They said he'd be a great sheriff, which he was, until he wasn't.
I wonder what your numbers say about me.
Fuck the numbers. You brought brandy.
About Juliette Nichols. She's an engineer in mechanical.
Well, I know who she is. I don't need her numbers. She's a thief.
Thief?
A thief?
And honestly, the problem isn't what she stole. It's the fact that she stole at all.
Bernard, she was Holston's pick.
Ooh, just put it out there.
I don't like judicial's choice being shoved down my throat.
Mayor, Bringing me a bottle of brandy is not going to help you win a turf battle with Judge Meadows.
It's good brandy.
Every hour the silo is without a sheriff, the probability of catastrophe increases by 1 point. While we're sitting here chit-chatting, frightened citizens are arming themselves because they don't know who's going to protect them. Billings is a good choice. Just make him sheriff and leave walking the silo and kids with nothing better to do.
She's coming. She's coming.
Oh, probably see the mayor, huh?
Couldn't help yourself, could you?
So I sent word.
There might as well be a
They
start.
need
Dang,
us
they're on
now,
level
so-
50. They was hoofing it.
I know it's been a long time since I crossed this bridge. In fact, I can see a couple of men who were pimply teenagers last time I was here. We lost a great man and a fine sheriff. But it's this community, it's the way you love each other that truly holds the silo together. Now, I have business down below, but I'm not going to leave this level until I see the babies.
Way to keep in touch with your citizens.
This is Harry. Harry was in a hurry. Came out 3 weeks early. He's doing well.
Hey, another old school Game of Thrones guy.
All from your last visit, you like to say hello to any mothers-to-be?
Actually, Doctor, we were hoping for a moment with you alone.
We were hoping to talk to you about your daughter, Juliette.
Oh.
You understand it is unusual for someone born in the midst with a doctor for a father to end up in mechanical.
She did it for love.
It was hard on Jules. A loss like that. She showed real interest in machines from an early age. Always figuring out how things worked, how to fix them if they did. She was a little young, but I supported her decision to go.
How old was she when she left?
13.
That's pretty young.
Well, if that's all, I have an expectant mother in breach, and I need to get baby turned around.
There's more to that story than just that. And they're on level 50. She's already walked like
More
100.
questions than answers.
That part.
That much water. It's just more water than I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It was more than that. I just.
The awe of it.
He left me all these clues, and I couldn't do it.
I don't want to talk about Cooper.
What do you want?
I don't know. I just want to.
Run away.
I don't even know why I'm getting advice from someone who sits at her bench every day listening to the radio. You haven't left the workshop in 20 years.
That was mean. Hey, remember I had that question regarding the wool? Maybe it's in this farming section.
3 a.m., drunk, naked couple going at it. That was my first arrest. You know what my second arrest was? 24 hours later. Same drunken couple going at it. It's time. I was thinking that maybe I might open up a stall in the market, try to sell my drawings to anybody blind enough to want.
I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I always thought Holston would take over from me.
Compliments of Judge Meadows.
Oh.
Strawberries fresh from the farm. If you haven't tried this, don't. One bite can be habit forming.
Is this supposed to intimidate me?
Dessert. No, I wanted to make sure
Anything swimming in that much sugar is bad for the heart.
Then I blew it. It was supposed to be a friendly gesture and a little nut. You didn't stop by to see Judge Meadows.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
So
Man, the second Holston went out, the clock started on finding his replacement. Paul Billings is a good choice. He's a family man, dedicated, hardworking, smart. He
Mr.
cares about the
Films,
people.
I'll make my decision when I've completed my trip.
Okay.
Sam, you want it?
No, Rob, I'm good.
Fine, then I'll eat it. I'm not going to let it go to waste.
Suicide is a serious crime.
No, it wasn't suicide.
So you've said.
I was looking for him.
There's that shake. That's the real monster of the show. That faulty generator.
Fuck.
underneath all that concrete. I would be so paranoid of being caved in.
Everything all right?
Yeah, it's all under control.
You want us to come back later? Or...
Supposed to sound like that, is it?
No, ma'am.
Something bad's about to happen. It's about to get ugly.
What's going on?
The fix is failing again.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've tried switching.
I need to listen.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Like the generator whisperer.
Excuse me, Madam Mayor.
What's going on?
Don't worry.
So what do we do?
You leave. Check the output.
Hey, everybody, back! Back! Come on, come on!
I can help. I know this.
Something bad about to happen to you. You better get out the way, Coop.
Close it behind me. This is what I was warning you about.
I know.
Trust her. Come on, let's have an OG moment. I'm rooting for you. Dang, and they're sealing you in there with it? Whatever that one gear is, it does everything.
Don't let her leave.
Madam Mayor?
I'll be fine.
Good under pressure. And that was the interview she passed. She paid attention. She listened. She was quick to make decisions.
If I'd known I was getting a visit from the mayor, I'd have tidied up.
You don't tidy up for old friends.
Oh.
You knew I was coming. You heard it on the radio you made. Which is so prohibited by the pact, I don't know where to start.
They look like they could be sisters. Come back in from saving the day.
Should you be?
That's right. He still got a bone to pick because he knows his partner was talking to her.
The outgoing sheriff leaves a suggestion as to who should be next to wear the star. Post and Becker chose you. Sorry, what?
That part. I'm so, huh? Huh?
You for this job. Except for one deceased former sheriff and me.
Passed the audition.
No. Pardon? I don't want it.
Hallelujah.
The generator, she's not well. And if I'm not here to make sure she's running, and I have to take care of her.
Like a baby. I'm not mad at his doubts. I'd be a little suspect too, but talk about a fish out of water story. But we get to see the hero's journey. This looks like it could be a good one.
Wow, that makes no sense. You, sheriff.
Yeah.
You'd be a great sheriff.
Coop, you don't have to suck up. She's not gonna hit you.
It should be you, Hank.
They make him cut his hair. Can I see it?
Yeah, sure.
She threw it like it was nothing.
And Sheriff Holston was the reason I wanted to become a deputy.
All right, what do I know about law enforcement?
What did you know about being an engineer?
Not a whole lot. Hey,
Except for
what's this?
the want and need to fix something. Ooh,
Something's
a clue.
carved in the back of the badge.
Mary Jahns! I changed my mind. I'll take the job. I can't leave mechanical without knowing it's safe.
Okay.
And in order to fix the generator, I need to shut it down. People are going to be terrified when the rotor shatters and we're living off the backup in darkness. Forever.
Forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever?
I can do it.
That has to be terrible.
To repair the generator, an 8-hour power outage will begin tonight at 10 p.m.
Well, they're starting immediately.
That's how the rotor should be spinning, right?
That's the
Sometime
same
in the
one from
last 30
Inception,
years,
isn't it?
Something damaged it.
What?
I don't know, maybe someone dropped a tool from the catwalk.
How much damage?
All it takes is one tiny dent. That's going to create a small wobble
That gradually builds into a large wobble.
Doesn't matter how many times we tweak the alignment.
It always moves out of place.
But soon the entire thing is going to break, which means we can't make enough juice to power up a single level, let alone the entire silo. I don't know, an hour?
If you get half that, you'll be lucky.
Let me show you why.
I like this.
Any issues? Radio me here and I'll coordinate with the other stations. Be alert. We don't know what to expect.
Oh, something's gonna happen.
Everyone be safe out there.
Picked a crazy time to try to retire.
Now, could you escort the mayor to the hostel, please?
I'll stay here.
No.
It'll be quiet, but I want to know how things are going in the silo.
What are you gonna say? She the mayor.
It's the only way to assess what's inside.
They must wait.
1.35 tons each.
Guys, there's no part of this that's easy.
It's a whole heaping pile of suck.
At any point, could get somebody killed, or worse, leave 10,000 people in the dark forever.
10,000.
Put 5 of our strongest guys on each panel. Once they're open, I'll slow the generator down to 50%, but I won't stop it. Not yet. We'll identify the problem, then Jules will signal to me when she's ready. At that point,
I feel like y'all gonna need some more time to work this plan out.
our 30 minutes starts right then.
But I love
Right?
it. It's
Yep.
good drama. It's good TV.
All right. Let's get to it. Come on.
I trust you.
Stay off the stairs. Stay up. Back inside, please. Sure, ma'am.
I do like the new bit of information regarding that. We know that the silo is powered like geothermically. At least that's what I'm assuming. It just comes from steam from the ground.
Go ahead.
Switching to backup.
Oh, did you see the quick picture of what it used to look like? Or what it currently looks like? Oh, wow. You mean nobody saw that? Like they saw the real outside for like a hot second. For all we know, this thing that's happening to the generator could have been purposeful sabotage to force people out.
Go ahead and start on the panels.
That's some decent CG. Decent. She's got to be a little excited, right? You get a chance to crack open the heart of the beast, to see it for the first time, unsheathed.
It's incredible.
Okay. That's where I gotta go.
Look how excited she is. I'm excited for her. Let's go. Yo, let's go be champions.
When we get up there, we're gonna tuck ourselves in. We're gonna fix what we can. Anything larger, we're gonna send down for them to fix. Okay?
I don't feel good for him. I don't. He's so green.
Jules,
Yeah.
you give me the word.
Gotta trust. Come on. Let's go.
Okay, this blade is the problem. We're gonna send it down and fix the rest up here. Get the equipment up.
Teddy, bring it up.
I feel like there should be more people up there than just those two.
Coop, I need you on the other side.
I'm rooting for you, Coop. I am.
You know how I say doing things right is better than doing them fast? Right now, I need both. Where the fuck is my tool?
Okay, what are we grabbing? What are we doing? That thing has got to be scorching hot, too.
Yeah. Got it.
Send it down. I need to fix the smaller blades.
Okay, there we go. There's our ticking time bomb. Story plot-wise, ticking time bomb. I know y'all like, why you keep saying ticking time bomb? It's not a real bomb.
Hey, you got it?
I'm not so...
Oh, that's an L for somebody. Ooh.
Temperature holding.
Okay. I'm waiting for the thing to go wrong. There's always the thing. What's the thing gonna be?
Dark.
Is that common?
Okay.
Recognize that voice.
The dark's nothing to be afraid of.
Look at them humanizing Common with the child. So he can't be all bad, right? He's just the man of mystery at the moment. Not bad.
Copy that.
Oh, you got a thing.
We've always been one catastrophic failure away from the end of it all. And this just makes everyone conscious. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Makes you appreciate the day out.
Okay. Look, she got her hair down.
Something about her makes me hopeful. Hopeful enough I might be able to hand the reins over to someone else.
To do what? Sit around and knit?
Why not? Maybe open a shop
Just like you.
right next to some guy who does drawings.
Come on, man. Shoot the shot, bro. You got to be Kobe with it right now. But,
I didn't come all this way just to meet Nichols.
That's
I
what I'm
wanted
saying.
to spend time with you.
Can't tell me this ain't adorable.
I know it's why I came.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You're never too old, my man. Yes. I approve. Nothing brings people together like tragedy. Shared mutual destruction. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's overheating way faster than we thought.
How much time?
A few minutes, maybe?
What you waiting for, man? Tell her.
Jules, you gotta get out. We only got a few minutes. Jules!
What? What did he say?
We only have a few minutes.
What? No! No, no!
How's it looking?
It's getting worse.
Oh. Oh, no.
Make sure to get the angle right or we're screwed.
I can't do this with...
No. Look at me. You're ready. You
Is
can
he?
do it, okay?
Is he, though? Oh, the pressure. There's pressure everywhere.
Where are you going?
Try and buy us more time!
There we go.
Got in here. You go make sure she doesn't do anything stupid.
Ooh, pressure. Pressure bust pipes. Let's go. Come on, girl. You strong. There we go.
What are you doing? It's the only way to cool it down! When I yell, turn it off! You're going in there?
What is in there? That's gonna help? What? Sure. Doesn't matter. We just need the drama. I don't know about that, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the drama. Okay. Yeah. So there's another time limit because the water's gonna start rising and it's gonna be boiling water on top of that. Just keep raising these stakes. And we're running out of time. The show's almost done.
Thank you.
There has to be some nefarious things going on, right? Somewhere.
Teddy! The blade! Another minute!
It's going back up again.
Boss! No, Teddy, hurry the fuck up! Nearly there!
The water is literally rising.
Coming in! Faster! We're redlining again! Get it up!
Jules! The blade's going up to code!
What's the thing? There's always the thing. What's the thing that's gonna make all this go crazy? Come on, man. Come on. That's what I'm saying. There needs to be more than one person. Oh, that's way more damage than what you initially had. Oh, there we go. Come on, get your butt up here and stop playing with us. Get your butt up here. Thank you. Close the hatch. I feel like they did way more damage than what they initially did. Oh. We all sitting here with bated breath. Champion. Buy that lady a drink. No, you earned it. She should be able to drink in any one of them bars for free for the rest of her life. I didn't think Coop was gonna make it. I didn't. I thought he'd have been like the sacrificial lamb or something. So far, all right. She's made of sterner stuff. Oh, and the mystery's over. Back to work. No, we're slow dancing in public for a hot second. Champion.
Hope you're not expecting me to praise you for doing your job.
Came to say I'm sorry for what I said.
You weren't wrong. I haven't left this place in a long time.
Yeah, but I failed and I took it out on you.
How did you fail?
I tried to do what George wanted me to and I couldn't.
You know, when I first heard about you and the computer guy, I didn't know what to think. And then Shirley told me he made you smile.
Yeah. Sorry you didn't get to meet him.
Oh, he didn't tell you.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. I told him not to. I sent for him. I said I had a problem with my computer, which I didn't because I built it.
I like that because I built it.
Before I go.
To take up a job you're clearly unqualified to do.
Wow. Anyway, if you get a minute, we try and figure out what it is. Sure.
I wonder what images are on there. It may not be a camera. It looks like those old school camcorders, but I don't see a lens. At least not from that angle.
Okay.
I'm really growing to like Juliette. They're doing a very good job of building her up.
I'll send messages.
Oh, we
Sheriff
need
gets
more
a
of
radio,
that,
I'll
of
be
this
listening.
interaction. More of this, please.
One more thing. Don't end up like George.
She'll be great.
10,000 lives, Ruth. And all the generations that follow that. I pray to the founders you're right.
He's so hard to gauge. Like, what's his motivation, his intent? What's his purpose to the story?
Strange. I haven't left mechanical since I got here.
It's time. There's some stuff you gotta face up there. When you get sick of the up-toppers, get your ass back down here. We'll be waiting for a visit from our sheriff.
Hey, if you happen to lead the new revolution, you already got your people down below. They'll have your back. I know, I'm projecting. I'm projecting plot points.
Find something. I'll send word, a signal.
What is it? Turn it over. Truth. Huh. That's not what I was expecting, but leaving you responsible for the truth, I guess. All right. It's a long way up.
Why don't you grab a bottle of wine and take me back to my apartment?
Yes,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Ruth. You think one bottle's enough? Maybe I get two, huh?
Oh, Ruth, please don't tell me you died.
Ruth. Ruth.
Poor little heart couldn't take the excitement. Oh, no. Come on. Don't tell me that. That's real mean.
Ruth. Ruth. Ruth.
Oh, no. What happened? Did some...
Somebody, please!
That's so random. Oh. Foul play. Foul play. I think it's probably potentially the same thing that may have happened to the people that go outside. You know how they just randomly die? Who knows? Maybe there's like some innate switch that's inside of these people. If they get out of line, you know, you hit the switch and Something happens like that. I don't know, but I don't trust it. I certainly don't believe in natural causes for something like that. I immediately, God, I don't know if Common is a villain or the antagonist. I think he's definitely an antagonist, right? You know, somebody that our heroes are going to have to like overcome in order to triumph or whatever it is. But I don't know if he's a villain. But if he is an antagonist, he was one of the last people that I remember seeing offer her something that could suggest poisoning, right? Like the strawberries. I don't know if she stole one or maybe, I don't know. That's the first person that comes to mind is that. Next is Tim Robbins' character. I think it's like Bernard. Yeah, I think that's his name. Him, possibly. You know, those are my only two. Those are like my two big suspects right now. And then, of course, you know, Judicial as a whole, as a unit, letting somebody foil the plan, right? Because the generator was probably supposed to break down. Maybe that was sabotage. Maybe it was a terrorist act. And because that didn't happen, you know, the mayor got to pay. You know, it's one of those kind of situations. But at least we got a chance to see her and the deputy have one last goodbye, a hurrah, one last kiss. Got to be careful with these one last kisses in these shows. And I also got to be careful not to project too much, kill plot points. Excellent episode. I was kind of like on the fence with Juliette regarding her being like our hero for the show for good reasons, because we just didn't know a lot about her, other than the fact that, you know, she does a really good job of conveying her feelings to us, the audience. So with that part, I think she's doing like a decent job. She wasn't like, you know, messing things up. But this episode right here, when we get a chance to see her in a position of leadership and to see people trust her and to see her put it all on the line in order to get things done, she just won all the way around. It's all about wanting to root for somebody that you believe in. And if they're going to be in a position of leadership, you know, for us, the viewers, it's somebody that we would follow, right? You know, if you're working down in the bottoms with everybody else next to the generator and you see your leader step up like that, if you're in that position, you'd be like, yeah, you the one. And we saw that with Mayor. Mayor saw it when she went in there by herself to do like the quick little fix. Those people are sometimes, I believe that, you know, natural leaders are kind of like born and you still have to be coached up to be a great leader. And I think she picked up on those signals like really quick and was like, okay, maybe I can understand why the sheriff may have selected her, because she knows what she's doing. She has confidence in herself when it's needed, you know. But obviously we like a hero to be a little bit flawed, and she's flawed too. You saw her getting faded, getting drunk as she's mourning, having self-doubt. I like that we got a chance to see like her Yoda per se, the person, forgot her name, Martha, I think that was her name, the one that works in the Tinker Shop. You know, she's kind of like helped support this young woman to become our future leader for us, the viewers and the people in the show. I'm really excited. It also makes me believe that she'll overcome whatever it is that's happening down underneath the generator with all of the water, where all of the answers are going to be. It's a big ask. You know, she said it herself. I've never seen a body of water that big before. You've been living in a silo. Like, you've probably never seen a body of water bigger than what goes into a bathtub. And you talking about like just jump in and start, you know, doing the breaststroke? Nah, she climbed right back up. But that was the smart move. There's probably maybe one person in that whole place that can maybe have a general idea of the concept of what swimming is. It makes me wonder as well, you know, regarding how did her significant other, the computer guy, figure that out? Is there a boat somewhere? Is there something else written? Some other information? Did he figure out a way to kind of look in the water while they're swimming? I got like tons of questions. So we'll get back to that, because that is a journey that she has to travel. We have to get like some of the answers to that. We did get a chance to get a little bit more backstory as to who she is as a person as well too. You know, there's a lot of stories where the hero comes from a revered place and then is drugged all the way back down to hit rock bottom to build themselves up. I mean, a perfect example, perfect story that just came to mind is the movie Gladiator, right? He was a general that led his armies to great victories and stuff. Maximus Aurelius, I think that's what his name was. And then he was, you know, sent all the way back down to become a gladiator and got his people riled up together to lead, and then, you know, work his way back up to the top. I feel like it's going to be like one of those kind of stories with her. And I'm a huge fan of Gladiator. And we got a chance to see, like, really quickly, I forgot his name, of the actor that plays her father. He was in Game of Thrones, Sir Jorah Mormont. I think that was his name on on Game of Thrones. I'm sure you'll correct me in the chat if I got that wrong. I think that's what it was. Well, anyways, yeah, another interesting actor, you know, and we get a chance to see that he's a loving father. He's probably a doting father. He brings babies into the world. He's like Cliff Huxtable or whatever it is, and he's understanding enough to let his daughter go because he knew that there was something else for her regarding the tinkering and found her talent. So we, you know, it was a good cosign. And then add to the fact that that Martha, the other tinker lady that lives down in the bottoms, when the mayor got a chance to talk to her, you know, just co-signed again. So this whole episode to me was just like a vetting process, right? It's for us, you know, not just the characters in the show, but for us, the viewers, to prove to us that Juliette is worthy. And, you know, and the actress who plays her, Rebecca Ferguson, according to IMDb, that, you know, she has the shoulders to carry us through the rest of this show. We did get left with a question mark, and that's regarding Common's character. Again, he's speaking on behalf of Judicial and whoever it is that they were going to put into the sheriff leadership position. He seems a little shady, but then it's hard to like hate on him because you see the moments with him and his kid. You know, he's sleeping, making sure his kid is safe. I'm gonna use the word antagonist instead of villain. It's just something that I'm sure Juliette's probably gonna have to overcome in the beginning because he represents enough, you know, what I think could be the enemy. We keep hearing about Judicial, but we don't really see a whole lot about him. They're like the boogeyman, kind of like waiting in the depths. There's like, don't get me wrong, like there's nothing like, this episode wasn't perfect. There's some things, some quirkinesses in it that make you be like, I don't know, but they're so small and they're so tiny, like little teeny things, like a water hose is going to be the thing that's gonna like slow down the cooling of this big giant facility. You know, water hose. I don't know. I'm sure there's a bigger, deeper explanation as to why that would work, but it still works in the long run story wise because it creates another ticking time bomb kind of thing. Because Juliette is in the water that she could drown in, and it's probably boiling hot water, and she's, you know, gonna stay there, and it raises the stakes. So it all works. So that's what I'm saying. Like the little things like that aren't big enough for you to be like, oh, I'm kind of like done with the whole thing. Never. It's not that at all. This is really well done. I've been enjoying it. I'm enjoying the pace. Let me just chill out. Let me know what I got right, what I got wrong, and of course the ones that are absolutely fun, what I miss. I'm done talking Earth. I promise you I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for supporting the channel. And stick around for episode 4, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, peace.